The leader of the world's richest democracy scrambled to find a face-saving formula Saturday to counter the impression that the G7 summit had served to only deepen the rift between Donald Trump's Washington and its traditional ally. The text of the annual G7 Juin communique is usually all but final before the leader meet for 2 days of glad handing and group photo opportunities, but this year officials were still negotiating behind closed doors as Trump prepared to leave. According to a White House source, the party had not given up hope that language can be agreed before Trump flies out of Quebec, but they would not deny report that the US was objecting to the phrase rules-based international order, a formerly un controversial concept for a group of friendly countries set up in 1975 to promote that very idea. If the G7 fail to agree a final communique, or if any compromise language is watered down too far for the sake of appeasing the America First economic nationalist agenda, Canada's G7 will be remembered mainly for fierce disagreement over Trump's unilateral trade tariffs and his surprise request to return Russia to the fold. While diplomats wrangled in private, summit host Prime Minister Justin Trudeau gathered the other leaders for a breakfast session on women's equality. Trump arrived 17 minutes after the planned Twitter start time and after Trudeau's opening remark. I was seated next to a luminary of the multilateral system, IMF Director Christine Lagarde. But Trump was due to leave the summit early, barely 2 hours later, bound for Singapore and a historic nuclear summit with North Korean autocrat Kim Jong-un, and the clock was running down for any agreement on how to resolve a trade dispute that could yet spiral into a full-scale trade war that would split the Western Alliance. Even before he flew out of Washington on Friday to hook up with the rest of the group, Trump managed to release counterpart by declaring that it was time that Russia be brought back into the G7. The idea was swiftly shot down. AFP, John SAE, G7 countries with his wife Melania remaining at home in Washington, Trump cult only figure on arrival at the golf resort in rural Quebec a posed with his host Trudeau and his wife Sophie and their first couple. He was then confronted with a litany of complaints over his decision to impose tariffs on import of steel and aluminum when the leader held round the table talk chaired by Trudeau. A member of French President Emmanuel Macron's team characterized the talk as frank and robust, with Trump first repeating his lengthy diatribe about what he regards as unfair trade restrictions, before the Europeans responded with their own grip. Sourcing to European delegation said that Merkel was working on a proposal for a mechanism that would allow them to reopen a dialogue with the US on trade through a de facto working group that would develop mutually agreed statistics. The German plan would aim to address the US claims that cheap aluminum and steel is causing a national security risk by threatening the viability of vital American industry, thus justifying Trump's imposition of tariffs. Quest for a joint statement, Trudeau told Trump that it was unacceptable to impose tariffs on national security grounds when he had a one-to-one with the US leader. The Prime Minister pressed the President to reconsider the US tariffs imposed on Canadian steel and aluminum, and encouraged him to work with Canada to address unfair trade, Trudeau's office said. but Trump talked up the prospect that some kind of face-saving formula could be found. He think will have a joint statement ASAID appeared alongside Trudeau. Officials worked late into the night in an effort to reach an agreement, while the leader enjoyed a campfire and a performance by acrobat from the Cirque du Soleil. The summit is wrapping up just as Chinese President Xi Jinping begins hosting the leader of Russia and Iran at a two-day regional security meeting in a symbol of the power play between East and West. The G7 gathering is being held at a luxury resort more than 2 hours drive from Quebec City, where there have been several small and relatively trouble-free protests. Trump is courting of the US victims of globalization was a major factor in his rise to power and his willingness to break up multilateral agreements such as the Iran nuclear deal and the Paris Climate Accord have also played well with his core support. But Ali who had grown accustomed to US leadership are now openly alarmed about the future under Trump. What worries me most is the fact that the rules-based international order is being challenged, quite surprisingly not by the usual suspects but by its main architect and guarantor, the US European Council President Donald Tusk said on Friday.